Hello students, welcome back. Now that you are done with your PT1 exam, we teachers are back with videos. And obviously the very first video will be the analysis of questions that you got in your PT1 exams. So this video is for the subject English and I'll be discussing all the questions and its possible answers so that I clear all your doubts, because we cannot meet in school one-to-one. This would be the best way to remove all the doubts that you have. So let's get into it. The very first question that you get in your question paper is reading section, the comprehension. And the comprehension which I chose for you was about Ferdinand Magellan. See, you might have thought that you will get all the answers very easily from the passage, but then when you attempted the very first question, you got to know that the answer is not it's not put properly in the passage. You had to search for the answer, had to search for the synonyms of words. So that is why this passage, that is why these kind of questions, since it is MCQ, you might get all the answers easily. So we thought of making it a little trickier. So the passage is about Ferdinand Magellan. I have read the passage. I suggest you should also read the passage carefully before answering the questions. So I'll just get on to the questions. The first question is, in 16th century, the 16th century was a age of great land exploration, and it's not in the passage. Land exploration is not written. Terrestrial exploration is written, and the synonym for terrestrial is land. So that is how I gave these questions related to the passage. Next question. Magellan lost the favor of the King of Portugal when he became involved in a political. Correct answer is entanglement. So let's see what word is given for entanglement over here. Yes, as a young Portuguese noble, he served the King of Portugal, but he became involved in the quagmire of political intrigue at court. So entanglement is not written over there, it's written quagmire. So that is, so you had to search for the synonym of quagmire to answer this question. Next question is also in the similar fashion. The Pope divided New World lands between Spain and Portugal according to their location on one side or the other of an imaginary geographical line 50 degrees west of Greenwich that extends in a which direction? Correct option is north and south direction. Next question. One of Magellan's ship explored the dash of South America. So the correct option is physical features of South America. These all answers you might have found out in the passage itself. 4 of the ships sought a passage along a northern body of land with water on 3 sides. Next question. The passage was found near 50 degrees S of. Correct option is the 15 degrees S of the equator. You know, the place which lies on the equator, wherever there is equator, the place which lies over there is, the name of the place is Ecuador. That was just an information for you. So the passage was found near 50 degrees S of the equator. Next question. In the spring of 1521, the ships crossed the dash now called the International Date Line. So the correct option is imaginary circle passing through the poles. That is the correct option. Next. Magellan's men died of. What did they die of? Magellan's men died of famine and disease. Famine means shortage of food. So Magellan's men died of famine and disease. Next option. On dash, you have to fill in the date. Magellan set sail from Spain with 5 ships. Correct answer is September 20, 15, 19. If you could see, I have just written options which are very similar to each other. 1591, 1519. These kind of options are there to confuse you. So you might have thought that, okay, I have chosen September 20, 1591, but you have chosen 1519. Or you thought you chose 1519 and you chose 1591. That's kind of illusion that we create for you to, be more sincere while answering the question. Next question. What is the name of the passage that Magellan found? The passage that Magellan found is named after him. That's Strait of Magellan. That's the correct answer. Now, how did Magellan die? Magellan was in tribal battle, and that is how he died. Obviously, he was involved politically and also he died in a tribal battle. Next, what is the synonym for quagmire? There was a synonym for quagmire in the second question, I believe, that meant entanglement. If you were sincere enough, you would have thought of quagmire is obviously a difficult word, so you might have thought of entanglement and what can be the synonym of entanglement, and then you could have found out that the correct option is mix-up. So mix-up is the correct option. Now that we are done with section A, let's get on to section B, which is the grammar part. So you have to choose correct determiner. I believe that John is an honest man. Obviously, honest is a vowel sounding word and hence an, the definite article. Next, dash problem stems from coming before the scheduled time to the city. Correct option is all the problem stems. All is the correct option. Next, how can he be abroad? I just saw him half an hour ago. And obviously vowel sounding word, so half an hour ago is the correct option. And is the correct option. These all questions are related to determiners because that is what was in your syllabus. And the second thing was sentence reordering. We'll get on to that. Next, sometimes I can be so busy with so many things during the week that I can't remember my own telephone number. What will be the word? After that, what will be the apt determiner? The apt determiner will be either. Okay, so we are done with the determiners question. Next question is about sentence reordering. I thought of making it a bit trickier for you by giving options like that. A, D, C, B, D, C, A, B. So if I would have given the question clearly, like straight away I would have written the sentence, you would have just read the sentence and found out that what is the correct option for sincere students. So I thought of making it a little trickier. So we have to see what will be the correct order of sentence. Correct option is D, A, B, C. So, how will the sentence be formed? First of all, D. While the Tata Power will provide the charging solution, Tata Chemicals will manufacture lithium-ion battery cell. So that is the correct option. I know it was difficult, but then sentence reordering cannot be easy when you are in 9th standard. Next, again in the similar fashion, the correct option is A, D, C, B. So how will it be? With tour groups from the mainland already suspended, the new measures include blocking individual travelers from visiting the city. So that is the correct sequence of the sentence. Next question. And the correct option will be A, B, D, C. So how will it be? The firm said it believes that. That's A. Then it will be B. Classification will not have any material. Then D. Impact on existing revenues or the supplies to the US business at this juncture. So again, a difficult question. Next question. Again in similar fashion, kids. I know, but I think by now you must have been expert in solving these kind of questions. I selected these questions from competitive exams I wanted you to build that kind of sincerity and that kind of depth in knowledge so that you know how to do it. When in future you will be given these kind of questions of sentence reordering, you could do. So, yes. So, the next question's correct sequence is DCBA. So, let's read the sentence. The historical context for the enactment of the Constitution was the partition of the country and the large-scale communal rioting that took place as a consequence. So, this was the correct option and that was the correct sentence. Now, we are done with the grammar section. We'll get on to the literature section. First, extract. These are extract-based questions in reference to the context question. So, whatever answer will be, it will be in reference to the context. Which road did the poet take? So, the correct answer is the road that was grassy and wanted wear. It's very clearly written over here because it was grassy and wanted wear. Next, why did the poet take the other road? Because he thought it had the better claim. Again, it was in the second line of the stanza and having perhaps the better claim. Next, name the poem and the poet. Obviously, The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. We have discussed it several times. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Next again is a reference to the context. So, where was the poet standing? The poet was standing at the bifurcation of the road. Of two roads from where the poem started. Next, why did the poet stand there for so long? The poet stood there for so long for making a choice to proceed on a road. He had to choose one road out of those two. Next, why did the poet describe the wood as yellow? He described it as yellow because it was autumn. Autumn season can be metaphorically called yellow. So, autumn. Next again is reference to the context. What do you mean by leaves no step had trodden black? So, the correct option is the leaves were black because no feet had trampled them because nobody stood on those leaves. The next, what was the doubt of the speaker? The doubt of the speaker was if he could ever come back to the same road and take the other road. So that was basically the doubt, the dilemma of the poet. And then what does both refer to? Both refers to the two roads. There was no one other than poet, and both refers to the two roads. Next is reference to the context from the prose. So, who is he? He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem. Who is he over here? It is from the story, the sound. It is from the prose, the sound of music. And he is the barber. He chose natural hollow stem. What did he do to improve the quality of the pungi? He made, chose a longer and broader pipe with natural hollow, made 7 holes on the body of the stem and played on it by closing and opening some of the holes. So he did all the above is the correct answer. Next, the synonym of the word melodious. The synonym of the word is musical. Next question. Now we are done with the reference to the context question. Now we'll just do MCQs from the prose. So first is, what did Margie write about in her diary? She wrote about a real book. In her world, there was no real book. Like today, we don't have a real book. All we have is a phone, a laptop, and technology. So that is the time Margie is talking about. Next, how old was Tommy? So Tommy was 13 years old. Next question. What do you mean by mechanical teacher? A mechanical teacher was basically a television. Like today, the mechanical teacher is your laptop. Though I am also there and other teachers are also there on the other side, but basically it is the laptop or your cell phone which is being your mechanical teacher. Next question is from the prose, The Lost Child by Mulk Rajanan. What did the child do when his parents said, "Come child, come"? So many of you had a confusion in that, and That confusion is solved. The correct answer is he hurried towards them. So those who chose he hurried towards them, they have been awarded marks already. The next question, what did the mother do when the child said, I want that toy? The mother, she said, look child, what is there before you? And what was there before him? Pale yellow mustard field was in front of him. Next question, how did the flowering mustard field look? That is what I said just now. Pale like melting gold. Next is from again The Sound of Music. Evelyn learned music from Royal Academy of Music, London. From there, she learned music. Next, when was Bismillah Khan born? So, Bismillah Khan was born on March 21st, 1916. And that was the end of the video. I hope all your doubts are clear by now. There will be one more video which will be the solution of your subjective question that you got in your PT1 exam. You will get one video for that too. I hope now all the questions are clear to you, all your doubts are clear. Thank you everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy.